There is no intruder. We are safe. There is no intruder. We are safe. There is no intruder. You are safe. There is no intruder. I am safe. There is no intruder. There is no intruder. There's no intruder there. We have checked. We have looked. Technically, we are safe. There is no intruder. We are safe. At one moment in time, yourself experienced a situation where there was an intruder. It happened so consistently, you having an intruder, you needing to protect yourself, that when that intruder was no longer there, yourself had been traumatized, your cables had been blunted, twisted in a particular form, where then when they weren't there causing the intrusion, you assumed that there was an intrusion anyway from a time that would trigger you, from dry skin on your body, from yourself looking a certain way in the mirror, from you hearing a particular sound, from you being in a particular physical position, from someone just simply, from you feeling a natural breeze brush across your shoulder that made it feel like someone had touched you. There is no intruder. You will be activated to then start to respond as you would to protect yourself from said intruder. There is no intruder. You have eyes. You have checked. You have a mind. You can sense. There is no intruder. You can feel. There is no actual intruder. But you may have been wrestling with yourself because you did not know how to get your mind to balance itself again, how to get your nervous system to recalibrate back to harmony, because you were so worried that yourself was going to need to protect yourself from what felt like would be death. And so you continued to fight yourself because you thought there was an intruder. There is no intruder. You saw other people having intrusions and going through what felt similar to you, triggering you to believe that you were next, and you were not. There is no intruder. There is no intruder. There is no intruder. There's no intruder. Yourself would have dry skin. You didn't know what dry skin was when you were little. You would pick at the dry skin. What is this? What's happening? It feels very interesting. It feels very weird. Now you're bleeding over everything. Now your parents are upset because why do you keep fucking up everything? Now they're beating you. Now there's an actual intruder. Oh my God. And then now whenever you see dry skin, an intruder, intruder alert. And now you're going nuts. But because there's no one to protect yourself from, now you're just abusing yourself. Intruder is not there. There is no intruder. That is called evolution. That is called change. That is called growth. Growth is not a problem. When you even keep yourself from naturally growing, evolving, expressing, expanding, you end up having a growth, a cancer. That's because you now have manifested an intruder because you thought there was one, so you were keeping yourself from being naturally you, naturally evolving, naturally changing. So what toxins that needed to be pushed out, what negativity needed to be pushed out, what death needed to be pushed out was stayed inside. So now the intruder is actually on the inside, which is the death, and it's trying to come out, but now it doesn't know where to go. It has no exit because you have built this fortress because you're so powerful that now you have created an intruder, a cancer. You've created an intruder on the inside of you, and no, there's no intruder, babe. There's no intruder. You must allow yourself to go through the discomforts as you alter your state of mind through the experiences that have triggered you to believe there's an intruder when there's in fact not an intruder. There's not an intruder, babe. There's no actual intruder. You are not an intruder within yourself. You expanding is not an intruder. You changing from who you were is not an intruder coming in. That's a new version of you. New neurons forming in your mind, creating new thought processes, creating new forms, new streams of consciousness, creating new ideas, ultimately shifting your character and your persona does not mean that you now have an intruder alert. Doesn't mean that you now need to activate the intruder alert system and now assume that yourself is an intruder and now you're not allowing yourself to change. No, there is no intruder. There's no intruder, babe. You are safe. You're safe. You're safe to evolve and change and be different. You're safe to look with dry skin and peel because you're becoming anew. It's okay for you to have a new mold coming in. It's okay for you to have a new skin. It's okay for you to have new hair follicles. It's okay for you to have newness, and it may feel very scary, but it's not an intruder. You can change. You may have gotten abused before because you had changed and people wanted you to stay the same because it made them feel safe. There is no intruder. In your mind, you must know that you are safe. You are safe to be every version of you. You are safe to be any version of you. You are safe to be all versions of you. You are safe to be you. There is no intruder. You may even have a trigger of just simply being yourself as an intruder. Oh no, if you be this, oh my God, intruder, someone's gonna attack you. Oh my God. No. Do not create that reality. And then someone comes and they does it and you're like, well, what do you do when someone actually is abusing us? That's a fucking intruder. Beat that bitch's ass, girl. Mop the motherfucking floor with that hoe. Smack the shit out that motherfucker. Molly wop, boobop, skeet-op, weedy, dibby, bop, bop, oodop, didop, dip, we get the wop, tip, you got, do that, too, bagadana, meat, bitch that hoe. Okay? But unless that person is actually there, and it just so happened out of the blue. Whoa, I didn't even think that could happen. Like, I'm so shocked, bitch. Wow. Then you don't need to be creating the possibility that somebody could even. You don't need to be like, I'm not going outside to go walk at night because I am a girl and I am 4'2" and I live in this neighborhood that is like this and it's unsafe because of this, and this, da, 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 da. No, don't take on to that story and that reality, no matter how true it is because of whatever past experiences. You must teach your mind to know that you are the creator of your own fucking reality. I know how fucking bananas that sounds. I'm too from South Central LA, bitch. I get the fuck. You are safe. This is coming from the same person who has been back to Gauge your motherfucking Hoover. And fucking skipped around, bitch, in a motherfucking mini skirt with my booty cheeks out. As myself, wearing the colors I wanted to wear. And ain't nobody said nothing. Having the gangbangers walk past me and I'm like, hey, babe. And they're like, hey. But ain't doing nothing what I thought they were going to do when I was a kid. And then ain't banging on me either. I'm not saying that everybody is me, and I'm not saying that we're all going to have the same experience. I'm just saying that if you're listening to this message and it's resonating with you and you're starting to realize that, oh shit, you keep assuming there's intruders every motherfucking where. So yourself is just always on high alert, ready to fight. Babe, you cannot heal unless your parasympathetic nervous system can be activated for a consistent period of time. That needs to be your regular state of being. Just central nervous system on calm. Central nervous system on chill as fuck. Central nervous system on breathing, bitch. Central nervous system on... Hear the sirens, girl? Now talk to a doctor or a medical person about the other stuff and behavioral scientists about all the terms of the parasympathetics and sympathetics and centrals and lymphatics and all of that. But understand, you do need to understand that, all the shit go together. So I got the spiritual part. I got the energetic part. Talk to someone, the other ones, and they're going to give you the chemicals. They're going to give you the chemical words. They're going to give you the biological words. They're going to give you the system scientifics. Okay? They're going to give you that. Understand, though, you need to be in a state of fucking peace for an extended period of time so your cells can regenerate, so that way you can heal, so that way you can flush, so that way, baby, you could release, and a new can come in place. But a new can't come in place if the old is still staying there, because now they fighting on top of each other. Now you got a gang war, and now you're wondering why the fuck your system is going bonkers. Bitch, it's a rumble at this point. You got to let out the motherfuckers you're supposed to go, but the death is like, nah, we supposed to be here because you're so accustomed to holding on to that shit, that toxic shit. No, you need to now train your mind to know that death has to go. We have to let it out. We have to mourn it. We have to grieve. We have to release it because light is what passes through here. Flow. We need flow. Baby, I know you got this message. Tip your bus driver because I ate this.